Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Erisa. Okay, well today I decided to discuss some things that I know a lot of people need help with, and I'm calling it my Victorious Weapons series. Okay, and the reason I'm calling it Victorious Weapons is because a lot of Christians or people in general, you know, when they're faced with challenges or repetitive occurrences in their life, they don't know how to respond to things, or they don't know how to effectively handle a situation, the best way that they can handle it to be victorious in it. And a lot of times it's a struggle when you, like for instance, when you are trying to learn how to deal with the specific person in your life that is consistently against you or consistently bringing drama your way, and you just want to get away from that. You just don't know how to get this person out of your mentality to where it's affecting you. You can't change the fact that they might be in your life, but you just want to know how to effectively handle these types of people or these situations where you can be victorious and not feel targeted all the time or defeated. And I think it's important for other people to share their experiences. If you've been through it, please let me know how I can get through it. That helps with a tool or a tip. It's always helpful to enlighten somebody else. So that's what I'm trying to do today. And the reason I chose to do this today is, specifically this week, okay? Like, as in the past 2 days, the enemy has come my way and tried to attack me, okay? And I already spotted right on, there's no waiting in this. I already know when the enemy comes. And I already know when they in my face. And I do get turned up just a little bit, because when the enemy comes and tries to come at me or attack me, I have to, hold on, let me get in my prayer corner. Let me just rebuke you right now, because I'm not about to let you have no victory over me. And that's the only time I get real turned up, is when the enemy tries to come and handle me, but because I know my authority. Other times I'm cool. Other times I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected. But when I know that devil in my face are trying to push my buttons, I be like, you know what, Lord, look, I'm about to handle this. Let's go. Here, this is my situation. No, it's not about to happen. Let's just get done with this nonsense right now. And actually, it was just this morning at work, this specific person, I call him the devil. He called himself the devil, okay? Because he knows his character and he knows I'm a Christian. So he's always targeting me. He always has something to say to me, about me. It's a comment. But at the same time, he come on my aisle and he'll talk to me. And sometimes it seems like he's really interested in some knowledge, and other times he's just really trying to bait me so he can try to make me look like a fool. But I don't even care. You know why? Because you look like a fool in front of the Lord God up high, because he sees and hears what you're saying and doing to me, and therefore all you're doing is giving me more favor, baby, because the Lord sees he sees how I'm handling this. He knows I am not threatened by you or that demon you got in you. I can rise above those situations, and I have, and I will. So I just look at him and I'll be like, okay. But anyway, back to what I was doing. Okay, I don't entertain him. And a lot of times I just have to rebuke him right there. Like this morning, I had to pray right there. They had about a few customers in there and some associates. I was like, I don't really care. Devil, you rebuke right now. You're going to leave me alone. And he walked off the aisle quicker than before I could even finish, he was gone. Look, I don't entertain that. It's not the person. It's the demon in that person or the spirit in that person trying to get to you. So don't always target, or just label a person. It's not really that person. It's that demonic spirit driving that person to attack you or bother you or whatever, because that's who your fight is with, not people. It's with spirits and principalities, because that's what the word says. So I target it right at the source. I don't worry about names or people's personalities. I look at that devil that you letting use you right now to say what you're saying and try to get to me, because you're not my enemy. It's what's working in you. And that's where your battle begins, and that's where your victory comes from, because you're targeting the real enemy, not the person. Okay? Because trust me, the minute that spirit moves on to the next, that person will probably change like night and day, and you'll be like, just the other day you was all on my case, now today you seem to be kind of cool. If not, I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know if you're bipolar. I don't know what your problem is. But guess what? I'm already, labeling you as this person. But that's understandable. But always know that it goes deeper and way beyond the surface of a person. But anyway, I'm babbling on. Let me move on to what I need to say. Most importantly. So, lately I have been attacked. This is the second time this week. Verbally. Okay? It was a verbal attack. And most of the times, it's speculations or assumptions, or it's judgments that someone will throw at you, and it's completely off the grid. It's like you're listening to this person and you're like, you know what, you're saying a lot of things about me that is just so not true. I don't know where you're getting this from. I don't know if that's what you're assuming, or I don't know what's going on in your life. But hold on one second. Okay, so anyway, see, distractions for no reason. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. So I'm gonna start over. Okay. So let me just start by saying this. Okay, there's a situation in my life that I had to deal with, okay? And the person tied to the situation, I had to deal with them. And in order to be effective and free of this person and the drama that this person would bring, I had to really, really, really get deeper into the Lord and His will and how He handles things. And I had to tell myself, you know what, in order for me to be victorious against this person, or even having to live life in some type of unison with this person, I have to get my weapons in order. And so I had to go before the Lord, and I had to pray about this person. I had to pray about how I felt about this person and be real honest. And I had to just give this person up to the Lord and say, you know what? I can't handle him. It's very frustrating, and I'm not going to do it anymore, because clearly I am losing. And I said, I don't want to deal with this anymore. So I said, Lord, I'm going to give this person up to you. And I said, you handle this person for me from now on. I said, I'm done with this. Goodbye. And I said, whatever I have to do to keep the peace, or whatever I have to do to stay in the spirit and not in the flesh, I'm going to try my best to do it. And you really have to submit your own will, and you have to lay it down. You have to put that flesh down in order to be victorious. Because when you get in the flesh, you lose. And you know what? That's what the devil wants. That's what the enemy wants. He wants to see you react. He wants to see you get riled up. He wants to see, once he pushed your buttons, you blew up, or you went off, or he really got to you. But you know what the smoothest thing is when you can be as calm and as quiet as you can possibly be, and in the midst of a storm, or in front of your enemy. When you seem too cool, that really aggravates them. They can't figure you out. They don't understand this. See, the devil only understands reaction. He only understands a fight. But when you refuse to fight the way he fights, and you fight in the way God says to fight, you are victorious. And let me tell you, for instance, and it's just one tool, okay? This is how to handle a person. Let me call him a narcissist, okay? And if you don't know what a narcissist is a person that is always right. Nothing you ever do is right. You cannot debate this person because he is always right or she is always right. You can be 100% perfect, 100% good, 100% righteous, okay, and do everything right. But to this person, he or she will always find something wrong with how you're doing it, how long it took you to do it. And if he's not satisfied with you in general, then you're always wrong, okay? And he's very critical, or she is very judgmental, and they just consistently try to target you. They consistently come against you. They come at you. They verbally abuse you. They find reasons to make up drama with you. Everything offends them. Everything is an issue, okay? And they really just want to find a reason to control you or get you riled up and target you. And nothing is wrong with you. Nothing might not be wrong with you at all. And you're doing your best. You could probably be doing the best you can. And even that, you could be working full time, raising kids, trying to go to school, and all that at the same time. Go to church and, do all these things. Help your community, and, even be nice to his family or her family, and so and so. And you can be a saint, okay? And all of that stuff you're doing and contributing, and at the end of the day, you don't have enough time for yourself. You can be that type of person. And that narcissist or that type of person will still find something wrong with what you do. And you know what? It's just like, you just want to break down. It's either that or you want to choke. Because you're doing all of this stuff and nothing is ever good enough. And you just be like, you know what? Oh my God. It's just not going to work. But anyway. What you do is you ignore them. That's it. You ignore them. And let me tell you, the first time I tried this, I was like, the way this person is, that's just going to make him more upset. That's just going to set the fire ablaze because he just can't stand to be ignored. And he can't, I guess he don't like rejection. Nobody really does. But if you're a poison to somebody, or you consistently annoying them on purpose or nagging them, what more you want him to do? So anyway, I just started ignoring him. And my phone would blow up, and I was just consistently targeted and attacked with words and gestures and conspired against and all these things this person was trying to do. And I was just sitting there like, okay. Okay. Just calm. And that pissed him off. Of course it did, but you don't have to entertain a fool. You don't. You don't have to, take the bait. If you take the bait, you are susceptible to anything happening to you. But when you resist the devil and you refuse to play that game, like, you know what? I already know what you're trying to do. I'm not falling for it. Just don't say nothing. Try it once. It's very hard to be humble sometimes, but humble is the way to go. Humility is a key to victory. And of course you have to swallow your pride. Of course you have to be the better man or the better woman or the bigger man or the bigger woman. Of course. But with that comes victory and favor from God, because he saw you really put into action the principle that Jesus used when he was on the earth and when he was targeted by enemies and all. He put those principles into action, and that's where they came from, his character. So when you use those things, Satan hates that. He hates it because you're more like Christ. And when you become more like Christ in those situations, that really gives a blow to his kingdom. It's really an effective attack against Satan's kingdom, because he wants to see you act like him. He wants to see you get in the flesh. He wants you to do as, a sinner would do. Or unsaved person that doesn't have the word in them to know, hey, this is how I should handle this. He wants you to react like like other people would. But when you take the high road, he don't want the high road. No! Don't! I want you to be petty. I want you to be upset. I want you to argue often. But it don't work. All it does is set more strife. And it makes you upset. It makes the person more upset with you. And they like that fireball reaction. So stop it. Don't give it to them. Whether it's an abusive husband, abusive wife, a bully at school, a nagging coworker, whoever it is, a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you're going through at the moment, stop. Take the time to look at the situation and what you want to come from it. How do you want to come out of it? You need to look far ahead. And I don't like when people say, I'm only living for now. Yeah, you can live for now. But be smart about living in the now. Because still being in the now, the time still passes. The clock still rolls, and you immediately walk into the future. Every second that passes on that clock. So don't be a fool and say, I'm only living for now. I don't have to worry about tomorrow. Yes, you do. Your next steps are ordered by God, but at the same time, he don't want you to be a fool. So if you can say, you know what, I'm going to take this situation and look at it in the long run. What could happen, if I do this or react this way? Just look at it. Take a step back. Before you say anything, before you react, 1, take a breath.
2,
and
3.
Figure out a plan
4,
to defeat that enemy. Instead of
5.
giving in to them to make you riled up and give them what they want, don't give them what they want. Say no. Refuse. Rebuke. Resist. And you will be victorious. But whenever this person comes at me, I've learned to just keep my mouth shut. I don't say nothing. And you know what I immediately do? Because I don't have to say nothing. I don't have to respond to foolishness. I say, you know what, Lord? You hear what this person is saying to me. You see it. You know what he means in his heart. I give this person to you right now. And whatever he's saying, I give that to you. And I say, you see what is being said and what's being done? I'm not touching it. Bye-bye. This is in your hands. And you know what? That's the worst person that they can be under at the moment. See, God is the only judge. So when you give it to him and you say, I'm going to let you handle this, these people don't know what they just did. Because there's nothing I can do to you that would really hurt you or damage you. I could have consequences for doing anything to you. I could go to jail.
Have a material witness on an aggravated
really
battery.
Hurt myself trying to hurt you. Don't even do that. It's unnecessary. Because there's laws that govern this country. And you can't just do anything you want to people. And it might be in your heart, but you need to let that go too. Say, you know what, Lord? I don't need to retaliate. Yeah, I got severely angry, but I'm not going to retaliate. I'm going to give this to you. And when you put them in God's hands, they don't want that. They don't know what they just did. Especially when you're a saint of God. Because God goes to battle for you. And he judges that person for you. So you can't tell God how to judge him. You can't say, Lord, do this to him, do that. That's not your job. And then you will be wrong for that. You just give him to the Lord and say, Lord, in your word you said, you're my avenger. You handle my battles and you fight my enemies for me. Well, I need you to handle this situation because I can't bear it. And when the Lord gets a hold of them, things start to happen in their life, and it's people call it karma, but honey, it's effective. The Lord takes care of his people. So you don't have to fight. You don't have to be frustrated. And you don't have to deal with these people. You let it go. Let me tell you. There was a situation where my daughter was going through some little issues with one of her little junior high friends. And they were friends. And they had a little argument and all. So her mom came to my front door. And I said, what is this? Is you gonna get this kind of drama? I was like, and it's not about to go down today. So she came to my door. Because I don't sow that kind of seed. That's just not me. I'm not about the drama. Please get away from me. Go. Get away. Because it's not me. Okay? I don't need this. And so this is what happened. She came to my door, running off at the mouth and saying all these things. And I was just looking like, okay, let me be serious and take this into consideration, what you're saying. So I was listening to her. And I said, well, I talked to my daughter, about this situation. I said, I care about your daughter. And I was just, trying to figure out an easy way to have them discuss their issue and get over it. Whether you stay friends or not, that's y'all decision. But at the moment, since you involved me and this other parent, I'm going to tell you what I would do. So anyway, this lady was just so juvenile. And I don't know how old she was, but I know she was in her 30s. Okay, so if you have a teenage daughter, you might want to set a better example for your daughter. So I was like, I said, I apologize if my daughter upset you or your daughter or whatever. And my daughter was standing right there on the side of me. And I don't give excuses for my kids at all. If you did something, we're going to handle it together and we will discuss it with whoever's in front of me. We will discuss it because I'm very frank. And I don't sugarcoat nothing. So, no. I handle things. But anyway, she was fine. Everything was fine. So she came back the next day cussing and going off and all of this. And her attitude went way up higher than it was the day before. So I said, when I opened that door, she just went off and started cussing and everything. I said, wait, hold on. I said, Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I started praying right there in front of her face. I said, because I know it wasn't her. It was that enemy. It was the devil. It was Satan trying to get at me through this situation. I said, but it ain't about to happen. I see right through it. And look, I'm telling you, I don't have a problem praying at no point in time, because I have a relationship with my Lord. So whatever you figure you can do to me, you might want to rethink that, because I am serious with the Lord. That's one thing I don't play with. I ain't perfect, but one thing I know is I do love the Lord, and I do take him seriously, and I try my best to be righteous and do what I gotta do. But I know what my strength at, and I know he is my he is my protector. So I went straight to him. I said, hold on, because I'm not about to get in the flesh right here. That's the setup. I said, I'm not about to take that bait. I said, look, Satan, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. And I prayed. And when I stopped, I said, now what were you saying? She paused. She didn't even know where to begin again. She just couldn't believe I stood there and prayed against her, in front of her. Of course, because I know my enemy is standing in my face. It's not you, baby. It's the devil trying to get to me. But I let her say what she had to say. And when she was done, I said, well, okay, I'm going to handle it. I'm going to take care of it. And I said, I guarantee you won't be back at my door, because I already prayed. You know, and the Lord gonna handle this situation. As soon as I close that door, I said, devil, you ain't gonna come back to my front door. I dare you to come back to my front door, because it's gonna be worse for you, because the Lord already heard my petition. Okay? And do you know what? That lady never came back to my door. My child was cool. Everything was situated. Nothing happened. I didn't have to get in the flesh. I didn't have to get like her and cuss and fuss and all. Girl, I'm cool. Look, calm, cool. You know why? Because a greater power handles my life. Okay? And that's the Lord Most High. The Most High God. Okay? El Elyon. They ain't no God like the Lord Jesus Christ. Okay? So I already know my authority, and I don't have a problem taking authority right there. Okay? I have so many stories I can tell y'all about knowing your authority. You have to use it. You can't just say, oh, I know what the word says, but don't use it. Use it, and it's effective. So anyway, that's my first victorious weapon for you to use, and it's called silence. Okay? Silence is golden. Be cool, be calm, and just give it to the Lord, and let him handle it for you, and just try it and see. Okay? Put it into action, and you will get results. But thank you for tuning in for today, and God bless. And I hope that you put these into action and see how much more victorious your walk with God can be. Thank you.